What up guys, Drew here, back with beginner fishing, done by beginners, for beginners. I promised you in my last video that I'd do like a vlog of the next time I go fishing, and I did. I spent a whole day up at Lower Parks Farm in Redditch, which is my local fishery. I just wanted to put a little clip beforehand because this is the first time I've ever shot outside, so I didn't have proper like wind protectors and stuff like that, so sometimes you might have to manoeuvre the volume. Sometimes it's a bit, my voice is lower, sometimes it's higher. The wind was just all over the fucking place that day. It was a beautiful day, but it was a little bit windy, so I apologise for that in advance. And here we go, check it out, enjoy.
Sitting here wishing that I could go fishing, but I gotta go to work today. I'm sitting here wishing that I could go fishing, but I gotta go to work today.
What up guys, Drew here. On a very sunny, windy but beautiful day at Lower Parks Farm. It's a bite line scanner. That's fine. Lower Parks Farm in Redditch. Before I go on with this video, I've got to give them a massive shout out. That's how this video is going to go. The bleep's going to go off and I'm just going to fucking shit myself. I think it's just the wind blowing the water. Before going on with this video, I've got to give them a shout out for giving me the time and the chance to come and fish here. It's been absolutely amazing, it really is. It's my hometown. I had a lot of reviews about it. I heard a lot of people saying it was good stuff to come up here, so I thought I'd come and try it out myself. And I'll tell you what, it's absolutely fucking amazing. I came up the other day and I spent just only a couple of hours on the smaller pools, and I pulled in about 4 or 5 carp. I've currently moved to the biggest pool on the area called the Highland. I plan to go around all of them and I'll give them a quick review. So this video is going to be like a review, vlog, advice, talk, fishing, shit, I don't know. The rod's in the water, so I've literally just got to wait. So I thought this one might pass the time. So the Highland pool, it's one of the 9 pools they've got here. It's about 130 metres by about 60. So it's quite big. For a pool, it's quite big. This one's full of carp, ghost carp, bream, perch, roach. I think that's it for this one. There is another pool behind me there, which I'm going to try out next time, called Pebble. It's the Pebble pool. It's quite a smaller compared to this one. But yeah, so far it's a very good day. If anyone does come up here, I'm going to put a link in the description below for the website. It's absolutely amazing. This is the pool they do the matches on, because it's the biggest, and you can really see why. It is absolutely amazing. I got here at 8 o'clock this morning, and I'm not leaving till 8:30 tonight. I've been here currently about 5 hours, and I've already pulled in, bloody wind, I've already pulled in 18 fish, different types of fish. I've pulled in about 10-11 carp. So it's been quite a good day so far. Bearing in mind I've got about another 8 hours. 7.5, 8 hours. It should be a really, really good day. I will put a little clip at the end of all the fish I've caught today, and the rig rundown. I would run through the rig I've got at the moment, but it's currently in the water and it's down to my last one, and I think I've got a bite. No, I'm coming down to my last one because I keep fucking losing them, because I've got quite a cheap but effective setup at the moment. It is quite cheap. I think the whole rod setup wise, it's about £40, £45 for the whole set, so it's really not that much. Say 50 if you wanted to include the net, but I'll give you a quick rundown of that in a minute. So yeah, beautiful weather, which has changed for fucking England. Usually shit. I've got another 1, 2, 3, 4 fishers on this pool alone. Got a bite. false alarm. I think I've had a few nibbles on it. Just tighten it up a bit actually. There we go. Because the bait's on my hairline is really naff. The fucker's got away. So yeah, I'll run you through the rod rundown now. So this is a really basic rundown. It is a very, very basic setup, to be honest. Really didn't cost a lot. The rod is what I was showing you in my last video. It's my Shakespeare Firebird XT. It cost me £10. Aftermarket reel from Dime. That cost me 15. And to be fair, it looks amazing. It works amazing. And that's for a better reel. It is 7 foot long. So it's quite small for a rod. I'm currently saving up to get a bigger and quite easy. I'm trying to get at least a 10 foot, maybe a 12 foot, especially now I'm going for bigger fish. I'm getting quite used to it. To putting in little ones, so I've started to go for like big ones like carp. We're putting some big bream, stuff like that. So I'm a bite alarm wise. Only bought a cheap little done that one because I wasn't quite sure if I was going to like it or use it much. And that cost me £10 with the actual the alarm. Two bank sticks, and you also come with the 2 little V-clips for the top of them if you just want to stand up like pole vest or rod vest. I've got one of them on the back there. To be honest, for a cheap little £10 alarm, which is a Dunlop one, which I only bought just to see if I wanted one, because I didn't know if I was going to like them or not. It's been an absolutely amazing bite alarm. There's nothing special on the alarm. It literally just got a volume button on the right hand side, but it's quite sensitive. So any little, if it just bleeps once, it usually means you've got a nibbling on it. But it will go mental and haywire when a fish is actually moving. So that's my rod setup wise anyway. When landing net, I've got my toolkit. It's got everything that I can possibly need in it. Spare hooks, disgorgers, bait ends, hooks, weights, rigs, more disgorgers, hand towels, my actual leads. Over there, I've got my pole. I haven't got it quite set up at the moment. 2 bowlers, big bowler at the back. Long story about the pole is I put it on the floor for 2 seconds while I reeled in my rod, and a fish took a bite and dragged it off across the water, so it's currently floating in the middle of the pool. I'm waiting for nature to do its cause and to push it back over here or to the other side. I've alerted all these fishers and they've told me they'll fish it out as soon as they see it. So what advice would I give to someone that is planning on doing an all-day fish? Well, really it's a lot of common sense. Make sure you've got everything you need, like double check it, triple check it and quadruple check it before you go. The last thing you want to do is pull in a fish, then go into your box or your kit and find out you haven't got a disgorger, and then you've either got to cut the line and lose your hooks and all your setup and possibly ruin your rig, or worse, you could really injure the fish, or even worse than that, you could possibly kill the fish. And at the end of the day, when we fish, and being a fisherman, the utmost importance is the fish's safety. That is the most important thing, unless you're a poacher, and then if you should, then you bring a bad name and you should fuck off. But rant out of the way, make sure you've got everything. Double check, triple check, make sure you've got your hand towels, you've got your floats, you've got your rigs, you've got spares. Make sure you've always got spare kit. Always. I've got about 8 disgorgers, because the amount I could lose, or that you drop in the water, or the one that you lose along in the grass somewhere. See, look, British weather, sun comes out all of a sudden. So make sure you've always got everything. Second, always plan for the unexpected. You will 100% know this if you live in England. The weather isn't always what is predicted. It's quite shit. Even though it's nice and sunny, yeah, it's a little bit windy. It's nice and sunny today. I've still got my umbrella and I've still got my waterproofs behind me. Because you never know, 1 second it can be really nice and sunny like this, next minute it can rain, and the last thing you want is just come out in a normal hoodie like this and you start hammering it down, you end up soaked, you're going to end up miserable, you're not going to want to fish. And at the end of the day, you want to come out all day fishing, you want to be out all day and you want to be out for as long as you can. So if you turn around and get miserable and you want to go home halfway through, it's kind of pointless paying for a day ticket, isn't it? Third advice, overstock on bait. It's way better to have too much than it is to have too little. You don't want to get 3 hours, 4 hours into your fishing session and you run out of bait. Because then what you do? You're fucked. You've got nothing. At least then when you overstock and you come to the end of the day, especially if you've got stuff that's going to go out of date, like luncheon meat, stuff like that, some kidney beans if you've pre-cooked them. I'm currently using cat food, which is due to go out of date anytime soon. At least then with like the last hour of your fish, you can literally like go full Rambo and you can really put the food into the water and really bring the fish to the feed. Then you get, especially if you put loads out, you lure all the fish towards you and you're more likely to catch everything, and it's always a bonus, and it's always a bonus when you go fishing. So I love that last hour. The last hour when you've got fucking loads of food left and loads of bait, and you can cast out loads and catch some. So that's my top 3 advice for day fishing. The rest of it is just common sense. Check the broadcast the day before, and then check the broadcast in the morning. No. And then check the broadcast in the morning. Like I said, it's England. Weather isn't always what's predicted. It isn't always what it's saying it's going to be. So, always double, triple, quadruple check you've got everything. Always check the weather. Always prepare for the unexpected, and always overstock on bait. So remember, it's always better to have too much than it is to have too little. Another advice I could actually give you is if you're going somewhere where there's an annoying fucking swan that keeps going anywhere near your line, when he ducks like that, bring some bread, and you can walk about 2-3 pegs up, throw it out, and they will just fuck off down there, and it just keeps them happy, and then just throw some more out there every 20 minutes and it just keeps them happy. Also, bread is very good for bringing carp to the surface, so if you want to go for carp straight off the bat, which I wouldn't recommend, I'd recommend going for small fish first. Like, I've been fishing for 2 months and I've only started going for like carp and bream and stuff like that, marbles. Bread really brings them to the surface, but then you have the problem of attracting the birds. And that's another just a little bit quick tip and advice I could give you if you're going to do a day fish. Another tip that I forgot to mention in there, it's pretty plain clear, but don't be a dick about it. If you're going fishing, be fucking serious. Clean up the litter at the end. Pay. Don't try and be a cheapskate and try and get a 3 days fishing with like sneaking around the barriers and stuff like that. At the end of the day, these people have been kind enough to open up their land for us to come and spend the day on. And to be honest, here at Lower Park, the people who work here could not be any nicer. The boss came round and just to make sure I paid for my ticket, which I will, because I'm not going to be a dick about it. At the end of the day, I take my fishing seriously. And she was one of the nicest people I've ever met. She wasn't one of these that was just after your money. You know, she stood here for about 5 minutes talking to me, seeing how my day's been, how long I've been here, what I've caught, what do I think of the pool, Sorry about that, my phone cut off. Like I was saying, don't be a dick about it. These people at the end of the day, they've opened up their land for us to come and spend the day on and fish on. And they're putting their trust in us not to take their fish, look after the fish and stuff like that. So just don't be a dick about it. Clean up after yourself. Make sure the peg is left how you left it. So what would I rate Highland Pool on a 10? Well, it's kind of gone quiet over the last, say, like half hour. The fish might have moved, so I'm probably going to pack up and I'll either move on to the other side of the lake or I'll move on to another pool. I haven't seen much action popping up in the pool behind me, to be honest. There's a lot of carp popping up over there, so I might move to the other side of the lake. But I would easily give it 8, 9 out of 10. Really simple. Bear in mind, I haven't exactly got the most expensive kit and the most expensive setup, and I've been casting in, and then within about 3 minutes I've had a bite, and I've pulled out some pretty big ones. There'll be videos at the end of this of the ones I've caught today. Easy 8 out of 10, 9 if not 9. It is absolutely amazing. Now I'll give it a 9 just because the owners are the nicest people I've ever met. You get to some fisheries and they're real miserable bastards, but yeah, they're really.
Well, it's Monday morning, the work week's dawning, and as usual I'm running late. I need to get my rear in high gear if I'm gonna be there by 8. I'm sitting at the table reading the label on a jar of Nescafe. Yeah, I'm sitting here wishing that I could go fishing, but I gotta go to work today. I'm sitting here wishing that I could go fishing, but I gotta go to work today. Hey, I can't wait to get back on the lake. I sure could.
So like I say in all my videos, guys, like, subscribe, share if this really helped you. I know this video was all over the place, first time shooting outside. It was just like kind of past time. I wanted to give some advice, review of the place. The link in the description below to Lower Parks Farm is their website. Absolutely amazing place. I recommend it to absolutely anyone. And definitely subscribe because I've got loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of videos that I'll be shooting very soon and coming up online. So thank you very much, guys. See you later.